by replacing it all last time with all of the solar panels that circumnavigate the globe. So how are we gonna do it? Let's just limit what this is asking for. Cool, cool, cool. In fact, we've got an inventory full of crap, so let's offload some of it. Rid of all of that titanium. Throw that in the suit. Cool. Yeah, plastics. It's really limiting, mind you. The organic crystals are actually really keeping up quite well. So the fact that this is not producing enough plastics, it essentially makes like most of these crystal factories useless, because there's not enough plastic there. But do you know what? I'm gonna actually just get rid of some of them. What's the point of having them there if they are achieving nada? And that means we can also shorten the loop here. Cool. Right, so let's do the final touches on the logistics. So this is full of titanium now. We will need to offload it elsewhere, which I'll do in a moment. Let's fill it up with these small drones. And we want to demand things. So it's going to want to demand these. So a remote demand for those crystals. A remote demand for the... Oh, not remote storage, remote demand. For the silicon ingots. What were the other things? Copper was another one. So it will be a local supply, but a remote demand. And final thing was processors. So again, we'll want a remote demand on those. Cool. So all of those other products will slowly start to be brought in now, or at least they would if this was powered up. So let's get that done. I did say that I wanted to sort out the local supply of titanium. So one place that we are gonna be requiring it is over here, so I don't have to keep manually trying to figure it out. So we'll just build that there. And we'll do, firstly, we'll throw titanium ingots in as a demand. We'll throw in some drones to get collecting it, and we will output the titanium. Oops. Not ideal, but yeah, it will work. In you go. Ah. Oh, not happy with that. There we go. Okay, we can only do one, but that's fine. In fact, do you know what? Let's actually upgrade those. So look at all those look at all those little drones just hopping between those two places. And we'll do the exact same thing with all of the other supplies. We'll get them to where they need to be eventually. I'll let them accumulate for a while first, though. So the white shows what is actually here. Blue shows what is on its way. We also have another local, a planetary logistic system that we can put elsewhere here. But first, we need to kind of figure out how we are going to do plastics. So you can see here that these tanks are being used. They are slowly dripping out. Oh, wow, actually, look at that. Not really supplying a lot at all. So, do you know what? We actually need to try and offload some of the oil into this system so that that keeps being saturated, and this can also keep moving. How are we doing? Yeah, these hydrogen tanks are completely full. Well, not completely. They're mostly full. With that in mind, we don't have any on me. Let's yeah, let's just build 10, because we are going to need a few more down the line as well. Let's just expand how much hydrogen they can have. Let's upgrade that because it's very slow, and upgrade that because it's very slow, and that as well. Now, yeah, this is mega full of oil. So we need to use this oil to produce our plastics, and we need graphite to go with it. So let's see which sets of graphite are closest, and also we freed them up earlier. Pretty sure there was some over in this kind of direction, or maybe it was along. Yeah, in fact, it was along the huge row of it's miles away, miles and miles away. So yeah, these a bunch of these got freed up from being coal production. They got freed up from being coal production. Sorry, coal power production, I should say. These batteries are completely full. You know what? We can probably find some coal that's closer to all of this stuff over here. No, because we. Sorry, I'm just trying to make decisions because the purple, yeah, the purple cubes are going to end up here. So we kind of want their production to be somewhere close by. The oil is over here. Yeah, it's just those there. So where is their coal in this area? Somewhere around this area, at least. Coal. Found ya. Right. This is what's going to. In fact, it is actually already producing a bunch of graphite. What's the graphite being used for? It's being used to produce these. Tell it to keep producing. So I think what I'll probably do is we'll get these 4 into a slightly larger graphite factory over here. I think I'm lacking some of the buildings for it though. So let me just do a general recon and resupply of everything, because yeah, I think I'm out of a lot of stuff. I'm probably got some other things in overabundance as well. Let's get rid of the silicon because we won't be needing that. We've got too much copper, so let's just get rid of couple of stacks. Same with iron. Don't want ores. Chemical plants will need very soon. Don't have a lot of steel actually, but we have got a lot of the titanium alloy. Got a lot of these. Got tons of these. Don't need engines again for a while. Keep that with me. But right, now that I've freed up some space, let's go and do some collecting. Not quite sure if I'll need these, but it doesn't hurt to have them just in case. We'll grab a couple of sets of engines, power poles. We're doing fine for. Processors. How are we doing for processors? Eesh. In fact, I know I've got some T2s already made up in one of these crates somewhere. Don't have to create more. Should have like another stack of 50 if I remember correctly. Yeah, there they are. Cool. Gonna need more chemical plants in the not too distant future. So let's just get those being produced as well. And do 6 of them right off the bat. Could do with a bit of steel, so let's go and steal some cha from over here. Right. That should do. Let's take some circuits and some coils as well, just in case. Done. Okay, so I'm going to expand this greatly. No, we'll not expand it. We'll leave that as is, and we'll just make something new. So got plenty of flooring, so let's just fill this in. Got a bit more space to work with. Hey, purple research. You're not far away. You're not far away at all. So how will we do it? Yeah, let's do it up this way. We go one more. Yeah, I think I can just about fit that. Need to move that tower a little bit, but that's fine. Just move it there. Done. So let's just go one more along because we have got four miners kind of supplying these, where I think should be fine, and it can just fit round. Very nice. Okay, let's get all of the recipes copied across. Need to extend that conveyor to reach the new ones, and then hook everything up, and then power it as well. Key and power. Excellent. So a nice graphite production line. Do you know what? They're not actually moving it fast enough. That's because we should really have a T3 belt. Just need to go and pick up some graphene. Right. It's the first time I'm using T3 belts. Going to use up all of my T2 belts though, so once these are created, I'm then going to have to go and... Oh, that is missing its recipe. Yeah, I'm going to have to go and create a bunch of T2 belts. There they are. So take a ton of T1s and make a bunch of T2s. Oops. Need to collect more of them. Shot over here. Sweet. Right. Where was I? I've completely lost my sense of direction here. Oh, so I was looking in the right orientation. Where was I building? Oh, here. Was it? Completely lost it. Wow. Where was I building all of that new graphite production? Oh, here it is, yeah. Cool. So we've got a lot of graphite being produced by this new section here. That needs to be combined with oil to make our plastics. Now this is a fairly large area, but is it going to be large enough? Let's have a look at the original plastic production line. So we had 5 by 5 here. And it is constantly saturated, so the products aren't the problem. It's the speed at which they produce. So that tells me that I need a much longer supply chain for plastics, maybe even like 8 by 8. Maybe just 7 by 7. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit 7. Actually, I could do. Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's get building. So 5F7. Let's see if we can fit 7 along here. Might be a bit of a stretch. That's... Ooh, it's looking good. 5, 6. Ah, just shy. Hmm. In which case, let's go elsewhere. I wish I'd have done the output for the graphite on the other side now, because that is tons of room. Where's the oil coming from? I'm in a long, long way, because it's all the way over here. Hmm. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Well, I'm gonna have to transport the oil a long way, so let's just get going with that. It's spaghetti time. Sure that everything's getting built along the way. Go on, get those last two. There we go. And that's where all the carbon is, or graphite, or whatever it's called. Okay, so let's swing that over here. And Spaghetti Junction is done. Probably want it going down like there. That's probably a little bit too long. Just a couple of sections that got missed over here. In fact, more than a couple. Now, in fact, am I making a huge mistake by doing plastic over here? I might be actually. Just double check components that are needed. Crystals and the graphene stuff, and then plastics. Graphene's going to be a problem unless I do a new thing for graphene. No, because sulfuric acid's all the way over the other side. Yeah, I think I've made a mistake. I think I actually need to transport the graphite over to the other side rather than transporting the oil over here. So I'm about to waste a lot of time and effort where I now have to reverse everything that I've just done. I don't know why I'm doing it individually. If you hold shift and hover over the thing you want to delete, deletes the whole thing. So I just got, wow, a lot of conveyor belts back. Let's have a quick look. I've managed to put a ton of oil in my inventory. So I'm just going to throw that into the suit rather than deleting it. Right, let's try that again. Let's go back the other way. Oh, of course, I said this wasn't getting saturated, so let's first of all just quickly upgrade just this section. See how fast it like zips up there now? This is never getting to be a bottleneck. Although that little section there could probably do with being level 3 as well. Cool, that's producing very, very well. Okay, right, yes, let's redo all of that. So now doing a big spaghetti. Ah, can't go over that power pole. Right, where are we gonna... The oil is there. Graphene is up there. Oh, what happened there? Oh, no, 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 no. No, you don't. No mixing of lines, please. Oh, in fact, that's still the oil line. Oh, yeah, it stopped doing it because there's no more space left in my inventory. So, do you know what? I'm just going to say, all of you go back in there. I can get rid of a bit more of that oil, but the rest of it, I'm just dumping the rest of it. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. And the same with this lot. In fact, it's all in that littered bin. So do you know what? I'm going to use that litter bin as a constant supply of power for my suit, where I don't have to run back anywhere. That's probably a very nice idea. Right, let's get back to building this ridiculous spaghetti junction. Okay, so that's where the oil is. Maybe if we... Right. Let's just roll back a little bit. Let's change a little bit. Rather than going to the right, let's go off to the left. Just get past the bus first. Get rid of that power pole. Just getting in my way. Oh dear. Look at all of that oil that's just floating around as trash. So, if I do my new plastics here, and just move that line across a little bit so it's not in the way. Cool. Okay. That's going there. Starting to doubt whether purple will be ready by the end of this play session. It might not come to pass. We'll see. carbon all the way there. Right. Oil. Done. That can go all the way down there. Right, get building drones. Oh, you pain in the ass. You pain in the ass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's only like one section longer than it was before. Oh, you what? I know, because it's got to be on the floor by that point. Can I move this over by 1? It would need to be more than 1. It's going over that crude oil seep. There we go. Got it. Right, now I just need to relocate these. We're getting there, making progress. Slow but steady wins the race. Let's just check if that now fits 7 in. 4, 5, 6, 7. Huzzah! I need a few more of those, but we don't have the materials, I don't think. Need some stone. I had to go and restock on stone in forever. Cool, so let's just do, in fact, how many do we need? We need another 5. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Cool. Them even more. Oh, actually, it might be the curvature that prevents me from doing that. Let's just see. No, I can get them in line. Let's try and do efficient building, efficient use of space. Excellent. Okay, nearly there with our new plastic production facility. Graphene is not being brought in. Why ever not? Because I didn't put any sorters on, as per usual. Cool. Graphite on the way. So let's do all of the connections. In fact, let's first of all just double check the recipe that I've got this correct. Please be correct, so I'll cry if not. Plastic, yeah, that's right, that's fine. And oops, let's copy that across. Okay, and sorters. Listen to my stomach go. Need to go and get some dinner soon. And power. See, that's why you sometimes want to leave gaps between the buildings. Otherwise, you struggle to get the power poles in the right places. So, what is lacking? Those two, and that. Everything else is good. And of course, I shouldn't have done the power so close because now there's no output. Let's just fix that. Okay, where do we want the plastic going to? So, again, let's just check our recipes. So it's for the particle broadband. It requires plastics, the crystal silicon, and the carbon nanotube. Carbon nanotube requires titanium and the graphene. So I put another logistics tower in that brings in the crystals and the titanium. That needs to be expanded, really, which is easy enough to do. There's loads of space there. And this so titanium and crystals. Power will. Where do we build this then? So, I mean, we kind of want purple cubes to be built somewhere reasonably easy to get across to the research facility. Which now that I think about it, it's probably just not going to happen. We'll end up just having a massive spaghetti of of research, which is fine. It's fine. So which way do we want the plastics output? So if we do new graphene on the outside, and we do the particle broadband on the inside, and we ship the particle broadband and processors. So we'll need, okay. So I am going to do something that you should never really do, but I don't want that seep to be there anymore. You can restore it later. Doesn't seem to want to let me. I just want to get rid of that seep. It's just in my way. But it's not letting me. Okay. Having to build round things is a pain in the bum. So if I do a row of 5 of those, they will be producing the particle broadband. So the plastic can come in on that side. Let's just delete some of that for a second so that how do we do it? How do we do it? Just make use of the gap that's already there. And we'll float that round. Hook it up to there. Just back that up a little bit further. Do a little bridge like that. Delete the last piece. Throw it back in. A nice, easy little ramp there. So that's all sorted. Okay, plastics are almost fed into the system. Need to hook up the sorters. F5. So and let's put all the power back in now. Okay, good. And one extra thing that I'm just gonna do so that this isn't completely stagnated whilst I'm finishing everything else. I'm gonna put in a little bit of overflow. But how? Yeah, there's more things on this line than the other, so let's do it like that. That. Get rid of those. This way we can get a little bit of plastic continuing to be built whilst everything else is getting sorted out. We get a nice little supply and stock up here. Cool.